tonight. Come on, y'all. Get the lights up. Yeah. Come on. Get the lights up. Get the lights up. What? Get the lights up. What? Get the lights up. Come on, y'all. Get the lights up. Come on. We on this thing tonight. We on this thing tonight. Get the lights up. What? Get the lights up. What? Get the lights up. 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 What? Get the lights up. Get the lights up. What? All right, DJ. All right. How y'all doing? What's going on? How y'all feeling out there? Honey, I'm so glad that you guys are here with me on today's show. Can you guys hear me? Press one if you guys can hear me, all right? All right. We got a show for y'all today. Y'all not going to believe everything that's going on. Come to find out, they're saying Shaq O'Neal is behind Shannon Sharpe demise. Did you guys hear about that? I have an audio to share with you all. And honey, did you guys know Bad Boy executive Phil, he just passed away. And a lot of people are saying, isn't it strange? All these people are passing away right before the Diddy trial. And I believe that that executive was going to talk and he had some things to say. He wanted to see the day that Diddy get his justice. But, you know, they are just passing on out of here. So we got to talk about that. And also, what's going on with Little Kim? Honey, her baby daddy is embarrassing her. I'm so surprised about her. So we got to talk about it all. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at the Messy Sweet Spot. All right. And I shout out to all of my supporters. Am I eating today? Am I eating today? You guys like the outfit? Do you guys like me in red? This is 99J. This is the water wave. Honey, and listen, I'm sorry I was late. Okay. You know I had to feed my fat ass. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay, I had me a big ass burger and it was so good. I fell in love with it and I forgot about the chime. I said, damn, look at that. So please forgive me. I know I don't need to be eating. I need to, you know, I want to lose weight. I honestly do. One day I am. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. But we are here. Thank you, Pound and Pounder. And check out his YouTube channel, always talking about the female rap girlies. You know, we're going to have to gossip one day when I talk about the rap girlies. Okay? Yes. Thank you. Cam said he just hit my... Cam, I can't see if you are... I don't want to mispronounce nobody's gender, but Cam donated to the Cash App. Thank you, baby. Hey. Give me them Cash Apps. Make sure you give my Cash Apps. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like the video at the Messy Sweet Spot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, you real late. I was just 10 minutes late. It starts at 1 o'clock. I was 10 minutes late or 15 minutes late. I apologize for being a fool. You know I'm black. Hell, you know I'm coming. Hell, okay. And while y'all was waiting, did y'all share my video? Huh? While y'all was waiting, did you make sure you liked the video? Huh? Okay. I apologize. I'm going to make it up to you. Okay, do your thing. Thank you, Reba. Thank you. Okay, King said fashion be late. Uh-huh. Did you get into the dress? Did you get into the dress? Did you get into these curves? Okay. Honey, I-75 don't got nothing on me. Okay. Okay. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm loving the love. Keep giving me the love. Keep giving me the love. You guys know I love to be loved. Okay. Okay. We lucky it didn't step in. Okay, I'm looking in the comments. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's go. All right. So they said let's go with the drama. I don't know where I want to start first. But man, when I tell you the enemy of your enemy is your brother, talking about these black men, because when you have Phil, the executive of Bad Boy, and Diddy did everybody wrong. You know he did Phil wrong, and they're both black men. And then when you talk about Shaq, I got the audio, y'all. I got the audio. Shaq setting up Shannon Sharpe. He says, listen, I need some videos of Shannon Sharpe being on that down low. I need some videos of him being a homosexual. And you already know, once a black man is pushed out as a homosexual in that athlete world, you know, they not going to look at him the same. He wanted to destroy him. So people are saying, well, was he behind Shannon Sharpe and this whole Tony Busby and this girl? They said they were fighting over a girl too, honey. Ain't that some shit right there? They said Shaq, when you go to his house, he got several different Caucasian girls. You know, what is going on with these black men? Oh my God, we're losing our black men to these snow bunnies. Oh God. Oh my God. But are y'all really losing them to the snow bunnies? Do you honestly feel that way? Press 1 if you feel like you're losing black men to the snow bunnies. Press 5 if you do not. I think of it as a blessing. You know why? Because when Shaq was with the black girl, Shawnee, he disrespected her. He betrayed her, you know, gave her a risk at so many ST, you know what? Do y'all want to go through that, black girls? That's all they're gonna do is drag you, and they're gonna make you eat that donut. Are y'all gonna want to eat that donut? Okay, you're not gonna want to eat that donut. Okay, you're not gonna want to get disrespected. So just because they with you don't mean they're gonna act right. You know they're gonna act wrong. So I would see it as a blessing. Go ahead and have your honey buns and your snow bunnies. You know what I mean? But that's what people are seeing it as. So let me put this up here. Another thing that came out today was Shannon Sharpe, lawyer, attorney, is speaking out. Everybody want to know why. Why did you offer to pay her $10 million? A lot of people like, nah, dog, that sounds like you guilty. If you're so innocent, then why are you offering 10 million? Do that make sense to you guys? It's giving Diddy. Remember, Diddy gave it to Cassie because he's guilty, you know? And the attorney says the reason why he was offering that girl $10 million so she can be quiet, he said it's blackmail. She had a lot of information that can embarrass Shannon Sharpe, and they were willing to give her 10 million in order to shut her up. But my thing is this: she told you 25,000 each cheek. Before it got to the attorneys, she wanted you to give her the money to shut up, and it was 50,000, and he didn't pay that. See, he thought she was bluffing. So when she went to Tony Busby and they start putting all this stuff up in motion, then that's when he want to offer the 10 million. Stop with your lies. I mean, all this attorney does and him, all they do is sit up here and lie. Okay. Just like Diddy. Did you guys know before Cassie put that lawsuit on, Cassie wanted Diddy to pay her X amount of money, but Diddy did not want to pay her X amount of money. So that's when she went forward with the lawsuit. Then, you know, he gave her 10 million to shut it down, but it was already in the middle of the motion. So yeah, stop, pay these girls this money, stop playing. You know, you sign up for this lifestyle, dog. And what else are y'all saying up here? It says the reason why he offered her 10 million is because he didn't want his bedroom secrets to be exposed. You're right. But I thought he said he's so transparent. I thought he said he's so open, and is he still going to acknowledge he's into race play? If we ever have him on an interview, is he going to talk about it? Do you guys think that Shannon Sharpe would talk about why he go after young white girls? Why do he want them to participate in this race play? Why do a 54-year-old, 55-year-old black man is into that type of stuff? Why wasn't it a turn off to you? You didn't think she was crazy? I mean, but he was into it. Do you guys think that he will ever come forward and be honest about it? Press 1 if you feel like he's so open and transparent. Yeah, he'll tell us. Press 7 if you feel like no, because his attorney is trying to blame it on the 19-year-old, saying, this is what she's into. She's done this 100 times. She loves to do this type of stuff. Okay, but she's 19. She don't got no money, and she's not doing it for free. And your client is 56 years old, a black man with a whole bunch of money. She cannot make him do anything that he don't want to do. Clearly, he wants to be involved in this type of nonsense, and he gets off on it. Okay? Because a real man would have hung up the phone when he saw that she was on that type of time and be like, no, I ain't with that shorty. I'm out. But he was all the way head in. Matter of fact, they were in together for 2 years. Okay. And not only that, it's more girls that are coming up to say, yes, this is Shannon Sharpe. He's into this. He don't understand when you tell him no, it means no. He loves to donut hole this, and that. Okay. So let me put this up here. Make sure y'all give me the likes. Come on, we need the likes. Aren't we going to build together as a family? Am I y'all family or what? Okay, do y'all love me? Okay, press 1 if y'all love me. Okay, do y'all got my back? Okay, hell, sometimes I don't feel the love. If y'all want me to be more, do y'all want me to be more open in this mother sucker? You know what I mean? Hell, if y'all want me to be more open and transparent, I'm going to need to feel like it's a safe space. I know it ain't a safe space, but at least I need to feel like I got my soldiers with me, okay? Because they're going to come for me. They stay coming for me. I mean, man, okay? Shit. I'm unforgettable. I'm unforgettable. Come on now, baby. What's up? I'm unforgettable. And I'm going to sip on that, okay? If you want to know where I came from, what is this? What a burger. Okay. It be bussin'. Okay. And I got a cinnamon bun from What a Burger. I love their cinnamon bun. It's so good. I love cinnamon buns. Okay. Cinnamon rolls, honey buns, anything with some buns and some honey, girl. I'm with this shit. Okay. I was mad about them fries, though. Listen, I want my fries fresh out the skillet. I want to touch my fry, be like, oh, shit. If I don't touch my fries, like, oh, shit, it ain't hot enough. Okay? I said, ma'am, these fries ain't hot enough. I said, fresh off the grill. Okay? They don't understand that. She gave me another fry. It didn't feel fresh off the grill, but I'm like, whatever. I like it fresh, and I like my soda strong. This soda, I got a Dr. Pepper. It's not strong like I want it. I love this shit. I love strong shit. You know what I mean? Don't give me no weak shit. I like it strong, and I like it hot. Okay? Give it to me strong and hot. Okay? Oh my goodness. All right. Y'all love What a Burger too. Okay. What you say, motherfucker? Okay. Gigi, you mean you like your freeze fresh out the grease? Freeze. Don't come off the grill, honey. Well, you know what I mean. Fresh hot fries. Shit, I don't know what I said, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Monique told Shannon, guess what? Shout out to day nighttime YouTubers. They are YouTubers, right? And they created this cartoon that illustrate Monique and Cat Williams. We're going to look into that because that illustration they did was out of sight. And I want you guys to see this. All right. So, yeah, stay tuned. What's up, boss dog? An actual great victim wouldn't be King wanting money. She would want him in prison. Well, boss dog, are you a great victim? Huh? Boss dog, are all great victims the same? I'm sorry to tell you guys, but everybody is not the same. You know, some people are great victims and they don't care. They don't want justice. You know, they don't. They're going to go off about their life. Some are great victims and it really messes with them later in life. Everybody's going to react differently. Some are great victims and they're going to be like, I want money. You did that to me. I want money. Boss dog, if you were Puff Daddy or if you were Will Smith and you slapped me across my face and I had a choice, and I got to ask all of you guys this. If Will Smith smacked y'all in your face, you had two choices. You can send him in jail for 2 years. Okay? He smacked you in your face. 2 years in jail, or would you rather take 2 million? Okay? He's going to be free, but he's going to pay you 2 million behind the scenes to keep it hush. So put 2 years in jail or put 2 million. Okay, which one would y'all want? I'm going to take the 2 million. I know you slapped me. I am a victim. But you going to jail for 2 years? Listen, I can't benefit for real. I can benefit off that 2 million. Okay, so shit, I might sign up for you to slap me here. Slap me on this cheek, slap me on that cheek. Okay. Hell, I may slap me every week. Hell, break laws if you want to. You're gonna be owing me some money, man. Okay, that's your fault. So I think a lot of people, you know, they realize that, hey, money, especially in this economy, boss dog. I mean, everything is so high. Housing is high. All these tariffs. We need money. People have family. People are hurting, boss dog. And 2 million, it can do a whole bunch versus having Will Smith in jail for 2 years and you still broke. You still broke. You can't take the slap back and he's just in jail. I'm going to want that 2 million. Okay, boss dog. Okay. It does not take away from me being a victim because it happened and I was a victim, but I want the 2 million. Now, boss dog, you might want him to stay in jail for 2 years, and that's on you. Like I said, we're all different. Okay. All right. All right. What are you guys are saying? You should bring y'all good. Y'all some gold diggers. Okay. You want to call me a gold digger? I don't take that as an insult because I love digging for gold. I'd rather be a gold digger than digging for shit. Okay? Yeah. Shannon wants you to take your fingers and dig in that donut for some shit. Okay. Would y'all rather be a shit digger or a gold digger? Okay. Which one would you rather be? Huh? Press one if y'all want to be a shit digger. 4 of you rather be a gold digger. I'm not digging for no shit, man. Give me that goddamn gold. Okay, hell. She's an OnlyFans girl. She wants money. Okay, she's not here to waste time. Do you expect anything else? I mean, you're calling her a gold digger because she has standards and because she says, hey, in order to spend time with me, you're going to have to pay up. And my time is not for free. It's your choice. He can find someone else, but why choose gold diggers if you have an issue with gold diggers? I mean, you chase gold diggers. There's plenty of women in the church that's looking for a Shaq or a Shannon Sharpe. Do you think the Shannon Sharpes, Do you think the Shacks want the women in the church that would do it for free? I'll wait. Hell no. Because they don't have that aesthetic. They don't got that freaky ways. They want the girl that knows what she's doing, okay, that know how to get on their knees, that's going to do all this eating donuts. Do you think a Christian is eating donuts? That's a good question. Honey, are the Christians eating donuts? Huh? What do y'all think? Now, I think the Christians, I think y'all bopping and weaving. Now, when I was growing up, y'all was against that. But y'all might be on some Holy Ghost donut time, okay? Oh my God. Random said dudes like that forbidden fruit. Okay. Yeah, so they might be, I don't know what the church women are doing nowadays. I would have to ask TD Jakes. Okay. But hey, Miss Diva Doll, how you doing, baby? All right, so let me pull this up here. Come on, join us. Man, if I can't find this thing, here we go. All right, so here it is. I'm going to play it. This is Shannon Sharpe's lawyer, okay?
Is Lanny Davis, and he echoes his client and calls the whole thing a shakedown. Why would Shannon Sharpe offer $10 million to someone who is allegedly shaking him down?
Thank you for that question. It's amazing how many people have asked me that question, so you have good company.
Okay, but it's the obvious one. It's the one that jumps out at you. If someone accuses me of something horrible, I'm not offering them a dime.
So what's the definition of blackmail? Why do people who are talking about blackmail pay money? It's because what is about to be revealed was a private act that could embarrass them and their family and hurt their reputation and their business. So blackmail, by definition, is paying money when you're innocent. If anyone wants to look at the definition of blackmail, interview 1,000 people who've been in blackmail situations who pay the money when they're totally innocent. So the answer to your question is that totally innocent people who are under a threat of blackmail, which is defined as revealing something privately that will embarrass or harm them, are willing to pay money even though they're 100% innocent. You can find that.
Did you hear what he said? He says they're willing to pay money and they're 100% innocent just because they don't want the news to get out. If that's so true, then why didn't he just pay the $50 million? She said pay her $50 million and this would not go out. Why not just pay her $50 million? Okay. Why is that, you guys? Comment, let me know.
People easily who have been in the same position as Shannon Sharpe and makes the unfortunate and difficult choice of paying money when he's innocent.
John, let's not go there. Don't disrespect me. No, that's against my religion. I don't eat no donuts. Okay. This shit is comical. No, my lips is for fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, candy yam, collard greens. My mouth is not made to go down there. Okay. I'm not about to do that shit. You better find somebody else. Okay. Who does that? Sukiana does it. Don't she do it? Don't she eat? Ain't she an eater? Okay. I'm not eating shit. But some fried chicken. Vivica Fox, hell, you better go find. Don't you go over here. Hell.
In order to protect his family, his business, and his reputation.
Shannon Sharpe's lawyer is Lanny Davis, and he echoes his client and calls the whole thing a shakedown. Why would Shannon Sharpe offer?
All right, there you go. Thank you so much, donating $2. Whataburger is your favorite? Oh, shoot, you know about that Whataburger. Okay. Oh, Megan eat donuts. Wow, really? I didn't think she would go down that way. Well, I guess more things for her. Ooh. Was she eating Tory Lane's donuts? That's up to y'all, what y'all do with your mouths. But looking in the comment section, they are saying Shannon is a lawyer by herself. Why offer if he's not guilty? So people are still not buying into it. We're not buying into it, dude. It seems crazy for you to offer $10 million if you're so innocent. Because if I'm innocent and I know you don't got no videos of me, you don't got no tapes because I'm innocent. If I'm innocent, you don't got nothing on me. So I'm like, girl, bye. I ain't giving your ass doop-de-doop-de-doo, nothing. But the only reason why I got pushed forward because she had videos, she got audios that we haven't even heard yet. They said it's an audio where she's saying no, no, and she's screaming and she's crying. And Shannon Sharpe, he is just going to town in that donut. And it's very disturbing. It is very disturbing. Now, Shannon Sharpe is trying to say that in that audio it's 10 minutes. He's saying in the beginning, this is what they're saying in the beginning, you know, she was okay with doing it. But then she said no. And she told him to put the wrapper on because he took it off in the middle of the session. He took it off. I guess he stopped going in the front part and he said, F that, I'm going for mine. Okay. He said that donut is looking too good. Okay. He going to the front, dog. I don't know if she pooted. Okay. You know, you hitting that front, and a poo come up. You smell that? I smell some shit. Oh, that donut hole. He couldn't help himself. You know, he threw that kind of and they said he went up in that donut hole. She said, no, hell no, no. And you know, going to town. I don't know. Maybe her front part, it was open as hell. You know what I mean? It was wide as the goddamn highway. And he wasn't feeling shit. You know what I mean? So he said, F that. I need to feel something. Maybe he said everybody busting this front part open. It's an open motherfucking door. And he wanted something real tight and right. So he went to that back door, man. Okay. He said, fuck what you talking about. And he paying for it. He paying for it. You shouldn't have did that, Shannon. You know, I guess she didn't. He didn't think she was gonna take it this far, but you did it. You know, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have been back there. No way. Okay. You know, you should have been with a power bottle. Okay. Honey, if he was with a power bottle, that wouldn't happen, right? But maybe he don't want no power bottoms because they said them power bottoms be open as fuck. But I guess he need to be with a power bottom that got that snapback. Okay. Ooh, they said TD Jakes is a power bottom. TD Jakes don't come suing me. I'm just saying what I heard. But I guess he don't want no big man like him. You know what I mean? Then, did y'all know they said the girl, and I ain't trying to shame nobody. They said she looked like a boy. They said that she looked like a transgender. And I've been hearing that a lot. They said she don't got no hips. Her body is like a little boy's and her face is decent and it's kind of giving androgynous. And I said, whoa, you know. I don't know. Ooh, wee. Not an old crusty power bottom. All right. So Boss Dog said, what gay man will keep getting caught with women though? A gay man that have something to prove. And it depends on what you call gay, you know. Technically, it could be bisexual. You know, he like both. But, you know, some people in this society, they feel like once you go to the donut hole, then, you know, they just stick that label on you. So that's why people say it. But you have a lot of men that are, you know, prefer men, but they go back to women all the time, you know, because they have to keep an image. If I'm a gay down low man, do you really think I'm just going to keep being with men? No, I need to be with a woman. Okay. I need to keep practicing with a woman. Hell, I gotta keep it up. I gotta keep the appearance up. I cannot, you go a year, months without seeing me with a woman, then y'all gonna be like, oh, that nigga must be gay. I ain't seen him with no woman yet. I ain't see, if you saw a black man and he got money and you don't see him with no woman, you're gonna assume he's gay. So gay men that's on a down low always gonna have to be with women. And of course, don't you think down low gay men want to get caught with a woman? Press 1 if down low gay men want to get caught with a woman. They want the world to know I'm with a woman. Okay? Is you crazy, boss dog? Hell, most down low gay men want to get caught with a woman. Hell. That's why he put the audio of him and Michelle pumping around. And people thought Michelle was a man. Okay? We heard that bass in her voice. Yeah. All right, boss dog. All right. So I do have some other stuff. Oh, check this out. Check this out, y'all. Okay, so this is the audio of Shaq O'Neal. Check this out.
I don't know if you're on this kind of time, but I was in a group chat the other day, or actually just yesterday, and Shaq said he's paying top dollar for any information on old boy. So, again, I don't know if you're on that kind of time or not, but Shaq is known to throw large sums of money around, so just want to put that out there. Hey, he said, please, please, please keep it quiet. He said that Shannon did some a while back, and he's been off him. So that's why he's doing this. But please, please, please keep his name quiet.
To that. Mm-hmm. Have you guys talked? We haven't. Shaq feels the way he feels, and he's perfectly fine to feel that way. I said what I said. I still think Shaq is a phenomenal basketball player, even though, he minimized my career. I'm fine.
This is Shaq. I'm paying top dollar information. You know where Charles Barkley's at?
Yeah, I know where Charles is at. I got him.
All right. I'm also paying information. You know where Kenny the Jet Smith at?
Yes. I got Kenny too. I know exactly where he's at.
Okay. Now this one right here gets you going. I'm gonna give you some $50. Do you know where Ernie Johnson is at?
Ooh, let me work on that one right quick. That's a tough one.
All right. And remember, I'm paying top dollar for all that information. Love you, boy. All right. Hey, don't tell nobody.
All right, one.
All right, go.
Ooh, they can't keep a secret, can they? Who let the dog out? Who let the dog out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who exposed this? Shaq is not happy because somebody exposed this to Shaq. He was paying top dollar. What does top dollar mean? I don't know. Was it $500,000? Was it? It wasn't a little money. He said he's known. They got so much money. They're just throwing it to whores and stripper whores. They're not putting back in the black community. Okay, I can't wait till I get that much money. Hell. Woo. Can y'all make me rich? Huh? Now, I don't want to be famous. And I keep telling y'all that. But if I can get a whole bunch of money and I just have to be famous just to get all that money, fuck it. Let's do it. I don't want to have to worry about no bills, okay? Let's do it, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to go on the journey? I think it's a very crazy journey right now because I was going to wait until Trump get out of office. I ain't want to come for my motherfucking But hell, he may not get out of office. They say he's going back 2028. So shit, we're going to have to just be out here, y'all. Okay. I'm going to need my soldiers for real. Okay. Hell. Okay. So what are y'all thoughts about this audio? Huh? What are y'all thoughts? It's my birthday. Drink your soda. Happy birthday, Max. Happy birthday, baby. All right. So what are y'all thoughts about that? It seems like these black men, Shaq, wanted to take Shannon Sharpe down. Do you guys think that Shaq have anything to do with Shannon Sharpe takedown? Do you think that he is going to help take down Shannon Sharpe faster? I know I think he will. Hell, if you my enemy and you get caught up on some shit like that, hell, you know I'm on the phone. I don't give a damn. Shaq don't care if he a black man. Hello? ESPN. So what are we going to do about Shaq? Because this is a bad look. Yeah, he's out here with little kids and white girls right play. You know, he's not a family man. He's messing up our image. And frankly, I don't want to be associated with that. You know, right now we're in a political climate and we're moving more conservative. And this is nothing but a distraction. You know, and how many times have we saved him with the clear woman at Fox, his assistant? I mean, all those lawsuits, what was that? 24 lawsuits that he had, and 23 he settled behind the scenes paying over millions of dollars. I mean, he is starting to be a liability. And this is going to get big. They're saying it may be big as Diddy. And you know Tony Busby, one thing about him, he's going to drive it in the media. He might not win, but he is going to destroy his reputation. So we need to move on this fast. We need to let the American people, we with them. We need to let the white community and these little girls to know that we are standing with the victim. And we definitely need to sit back and distance ourselves from Shannon until this thing's blow over. Because this is just, it's messy and it's not a good look. Okay? Okay? No, Max, my soda is weak. You can tell my soda is weak. If I don't do this, look, this is me being a strong soda. I'm not doing that. If I'm just sucking on it and I'm not, then it's weak. It's a weak soda. It's just sweet, but it's weak. I like it strong. Okay? Okay? So it's a weak soda. Uh-huh. All right. So moving on. Look, y'all got to check this out. Shout out to Night and Day Cartoon. They did their thing on this one. They made a cartoon about it. I would love to share this with you all so you guys can see what's going on over here. Check. Check. Play.
$1 million.
50 million.
Okay. Let me turn it up.
Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
This is a shakedown.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
I might choke you in public.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to.
Now, why would he say that if he's not into it? I might choke you in public. Like, this is what he's into. Press 1 if you feel like Shannon Sharpe is really into this. Press 2 if you feel like he's not into this. And this is this 19-year-old that is leading him astray. You know, he's doing it to please her. That is what they're trying to paint, which is a lie. Shout out to Moonstone. Moonstone donated $10. Moonstone says when brothers go after each other means they know more information on the situation. Facts. I agree with you. I agree with you.
To you directly and from the heart, this is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine.
Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs. Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie.
Okay, so she says you don't need no 26 or 36. Mind you, he's creeping 19-year-old. And he says he does. He said, I do need 36. I do need 26. So he don't have no interest in dating somebody his age. And what Monique is, damn, what the fuck, bitch, if you don't get the cough out, what the hell? Okay, I'm trying to talk and yo at get it out. If you gonna cough, cough. God damn. Sorry. I'm sitting here trying to talk. There it go again. The fuck. Man, if you okay. Okay. It sounds like a really good girl that Monique is painting. A girl that's gonna rub your toes, that's gonna make you some good biscuits. But they don't want a woman that's going to cook and rub their toes because they get their house cleaners for that. They have house cleaners to cook for them, to clean for them. You know, they want a girl that they can do all this nefarious stuff with, you know?
Talking to you, take your ass and get your old bitch out there.
Well, what, Gabby?
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're...
Why continue to talk to a girl like this? She sounds like she's unsure. She sounds like she on something. Shannon Sharpe should have just hung up. I know I would. Talking like that, I'm like, something wrong with you. I would have hung up. But he's so blinded by lust, and it really turned him on that she was talking like that, you know?
I might choke you in public. Big black guy choke small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did what they think you did to me.
That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself.
I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do.
You take your ass and get your old bitch out there that can love you old. You trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it.
Damn, Mo.
When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks?
Yeah,
because I can't go no further. If you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up.
Living with opioid addiction.
All right. I love that commercial of Monique. Like, Monique definitely need to do a cartoon. That was so good. Shout out to them. Nick and Night TV, Day and Night TV. So what are y'all thoughts about that? We just heard the audio once again in that cartoon form, which is so creative that they did. I love that. I love that. Okay. So I have another YouTuber I would like to play, Willie D. He talks about Shaq addressing the setup rumors about Shannon Sharpe. And I just want to hear exactly what he has to say about this. All right. What are y'all thoughts about everything so far? Make sure you guys get these comments up. Like. Let's get these comments up, you guys. All right. So hold on. Let me see what y'all saying. Okay. Beautiful queen. I like your color and outfit. Thank you. You guys like it? Do you guys think this 99J goes with this light sky blue dress. I thought it looked phenomenal with it. It's like hot, and then you got the ice kind of cool dress, and then I got the silver diamond big old hoops and the choker. You know what I mean? I said, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm preparing myself for my OnlyFans. You guys know. Y'all know didn't I tell you I'm coming out with OnlyFans? Yeah, the granny edition. Okay. Yes, I am. All right. The messy, sweet, sweet spot. It's gonna call the messy, sweet, sweet spot. And I'm gonna have an intro song. Come into the messy, messy, sweet, sweet spot. The messy, messy, sweet, sweet spot. The messy, messy. Oh, shit. The messy, messy, sweet, sweet spot. The messy, messy, sweet, sweet. I want to say you need a mop to clean this mess up. You need a mop to clean this mess up. What? You need a mop. 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 Okay. Oh my God. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I need a beat. Can somebody give me a beat for it? All right. So let's hear what Mr. Willie got to say. Willie.
I saw where Shaq and Shannon Sharpe had been going at it. And I was kind of caught off guard because, you know, Shaq, that's my guy. I don't know Shannon Sharpe, but he seemed like an all right dude to me. So I was kind of surprised that they were going at each other. And from what I understand, their tension goes back to about a year ago when Shaq commented that he didn't think Jokic should have been the MVP. Instead, he thought SGA should have been the MVP of the National Basketball Association. And allegedly, Shannon said that Shaq was jealous. Well, that rubbed Shaq the wrong way. Next thing you know, Matt Barnes is on a leaked audio telling some people that Shaq is paying top dollar for any information on Shannon Sharpe. Next thing you know, about 3 weeks later, lawsuit comes out. And Shannon is the target. So this leads a number of people to believe that Shaq perhaps has something to do with that lawsuit. I really hope that ain't the case. Going out of his way.
All right, there it is right there. So if you guys did not hear what Willie said, he said it all started because Shannon Sharpe accused Shaq of being jealous of another player. So when Shannon told that Shaq is jealous, it didn't sit with him well. He said, I need some dirt on him. I need some dirt on him, paying top dollar. Then next thing we know, we have this girl and Tony Busby coming out on Shannon Sharpe. So a lot of people are saying this is Shaq is behind this. And why is Shaq so quiet now? And we know, I mean, look at how 50 Cent be setting up Jay-Z. Look at how Jay-Z set up R. Kelly. So you always have these guys, especially in our Black community, always hating and trying to throw each other under the bus, either in the rap and the athletes. Their ego, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely sounds that way. Okay. Boss Dog says, If only man wants more children, he can't do that with 6-year-old woman. Look, Shannon Sharpe don't want no more kids. Okay. So that is all out the way. Shaq ain't trying to have no more kids. They just want to have fun. And they can have fun with a 56-year-old, but they don't want that, you know? They don't want that. Thank you. Okay, yeah, it goes with my look. If you guys want to know, why does she always wear these gloves? Well, I wear the gloves because they are a part of my brand, you know? You got to get the starter kit, the GG starter kit. Let me tell you what it's involved of. You got to have the gloves, okay? And if you guys did not know, classy women of high status always wore gloves in the 1700s, 1800s, and the 1900s, okay? Yes. And then you got to get the fan. Okay. And don't the gloves and the fan just go together? I mean, honestly, they just, hold on, let me move this out the way. Okay. It just goes together, you know? Hold on, let me hide it. And a lot of you guys think this glove is tore. It's just how it's the cut, how it is. I can just do like this, but it just goes together. I just love it. It's so different. And clearly it's getting your attention because everybody's asking, what's up with the gloves? They're not used to women or anybody having gloves. What's up with the gloves? What is up with the glove? And they feel so good. These gloves, they're so silk. Feel so good. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we got the gloves. We got the fan. We can't forget about the shades. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. These are the hater blockers. Okay. I can't see no haters. I can't see you. I can't see you, baby. Okay. And don't forget about the wig. Okay. You definitely need a wig for the GG kit. Okay. Don't forget about the wig, honey. We got the wig. Then we got the mic. Hello. We got the mic. Okay. So that's how we doing it. Okay. And then I may come up with some lace gloves. Lace gloves are so sexy. You got see-through gloves. I mean, you got so many different gloves out there. Yes. Now, what commentator do you know that got gloves? Huh? Nobody. It's a lot of them that wear wigs. It's a lot of them that got a fan. It's a lot of them got shades. It's a lot of them got a mic. But nobody have gloves. That's my thing. Okay. So I like to be different. I like to set myself apart. So that's what I'm doing, sweetheart. Okay. Yep. Only GG with the T. Thank you. And I thank you. Okay. Now let's get these likes up. All right. Also, I have to tell you guys about this. Bad boy executive records, Phil passes away. They said he passed away with cancer. You guys can see Jay-Z. You say, who is Phil? The guy that don't have the glasses. So you see the dark-skinned dude with the glasses? That's not Phil, but the other guy, that is Phil. So people feel like it might be a correlation between his death and Diddy. Do you guys think Diddy had anything to do with his death? Press 1 if you feel like possibly. Press 7 if you feel like it's ridiculous. No, he doesn't have anything to do with his death. I'm just saying that is what people are revealing. You guys know Diddy trial is next month in a couple of weeks. And it seemed like a lot of people that's involved with Bad Boy Entertainment, he was an executive. So he know a lot of history. He know a lot of skeletons. They say he played in the back part. He never really wanted fame. and all of a sudden he dies. I mean, that is kind of awkward, you know? That's just kind of, I don't know, especially knowing Diddy's reputation. And you know how these guys are, just like Shaq. Shaq made some calls to expose Shannon Sharpe. So who knows what Diddy is going to do? Maybe Diddy feel like Phil didn't have his back. You know, maybe he feel like Phil is a liability and he has to go. Who knows? But we lost Biggie's mom earlier this year. We lost so many people that's close to the Diddy case this year. So people feel like it's just kind of odd. We lost Angie Stone this year recently, and she knew a lot about Diddy, you know? So it's just strange that all of a sudden, all these people are gone. And to me, it feels like they're targeted because they know a lot of information, you know? What do you guys think about that? Comment, let me know. All right. I don't know if you guys know about this, but the turkey leg guy, it seems like back in 2020, they found out that he did it himself. The turkey leg former owner incited plotting against his own bar. Okay, so that's just awkward. These are photos of him, I guess, lighting his own place on fire. And it's sad that these individuals, these men are doing this. Well, he ran the turkey leg hunt from jail in the first time, I guess so that's just horrible. Horrible, I tell you. All right, so this is Little Kim, ex-boyfriend. I don't understand why Kim was with him. I mean, each his own, but honestly, maybe, okay, the Little Kim that I listened to, that was like a persona, right? Like she wanted a man that was top tier, that had a lot of money. She wanted a provider and a protector, you know? But this guy right here, he don't seem like he's a provider or a protector. It seemed like she is the provider and she is the protector over him. And it's just embarrassing. And, you know, I realized that a lot of the rap songs I listened to her, that possibly was not her. That was just a character she was portraying. So I really like the character. I don't know who Kim is, okay? And I'm not a fan of Kim, but I like the character that she portrayed, okay? And Junior Mile, get money. What you say? Now what? Hey. I forgot the words, but yeah. Let's hear what he has to say.
Fox, because them niggas was trying to pay Nicki more than they was trying to pay Kim. Honestly. But that's the reason, though. That's the reason. Because they was trying to pay Nicki more than Kim. Whole shit was set up. Shorty was supposed to go do Nicki's show at the Barclays. She didn't want to do the show at the Barclays because Nicki didn't want to pay her. What the fuck? Anything I'm saying right? What makes you think I give a fuck about Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj? Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Because why are you talking about him? You know, Little Kim don't want you to talk about this. Why talk about it? Why are you online as a man gossiping? Why are you not out there building a house? Why are you not out there being a provider for your family? Okay?
Everything I'm saying, y'all want to bring up Foxy Brown, nigga? I didn't even know who the fuck Foxy Brown was until I fucking met Kim in real life. Till we talked about it. Shorty used to call her Doodoo Brown. I was like, who the fuck is Doodoo Brown? Doodoo Brown this, Doodoo Brown this. I'm thinking Doodoo Brown was the real name of Foxy Brown. I'm thinking, Doodoo Brown. Yeah, what about Doodoo Brown? It's like, ain't no Doodoo Brown, nigga. We talking about Foxy Brown. I'm like, oh.
Coretta Scott King. Do you know who?
I'm so lost. Look him. What did you see in him? Did y'all see the appeal? I mean, he's not attractive. To me, he's not attractive. He got a funny shaped face. He talks so much. He gossips so much. What was the appeal? He don't have a big money. He's not a boss guy. He's not a protector. He's a gossiper, clearly. When he get mad, he run his mouth. He got diarrhea of the mouth. But I guess this is the type of guy she's into, and he's 25 years old. I mean, unless like he is the son of like a big Fortune 5 company and he's next in line and he's very mature, okay. But him, I don't want no scrub, but scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. And in the passenger side, in the back seat, right, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub, but scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. I don't want no damn scrub. Hell no. What do y'all think about that? Gigi, talk about the victim who exposed Einstein, okay, and the prince who died today. Well, you know what? T Low Key, come up here, hit that link and tell us about it, okay? Inform us about it. Yeah, shout out to TLC. What are y'all thoughts about that? What is this? Oh, check this out, y'all. I did a little photo today. Check it out. Look. Hey. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? This is my photo I did. I did it on the iPhone. Okay. Not even professional, child. Wait till I start getting professional with it, honey. Okay, look at me. What? Do y'all think I should start taking more photos? You know I can do it, right? You know I can do it, right? Do y'all want y'all girl? Do y'all want y'all queen to start taking photos and stuff? Hell, you know I can put on. But I be so humble. I be giving everybody grace. You know what I mean? Shaka Khan. Okay. Say, look at me. Yes, look at me. Look at me. Okay. Okay. Yes, in these gossip streets. Any gossip streets, baby. What's up? What's up? Giving Keisha Cole. Thank you. Thank you. Cute picture. Thank you. All right. So let's get back. All right. So let's hear some people coming up here. Hey, Mitch, how are you? All right. Hey, April, how's it going?
Hey, Gigi, hi.
What's going on?
Hey, Gigi, you want me to go first or him?
Yeah, you can go, April. I'm just
Okay.
here.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Gigi, I just want to tell you, you look fly as always. I love the hair. You should take more photos.
Okay, April, I'm gonna do it. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
I needed that green light, April.
Oh, okay. But I was so excited to come up here. You know, I gotta show my girl some love, Gigi.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it okay? I know we all over the place. It's okay. Can I discuss the Shannon Sharpe situation?
Please.
Okay. My thing is with that, I know I saw the part, the young lady, she says that she the reason why she harassing Shannon Sharpe because she wanted a baby with him, allegedly. Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard about that. And can I tell you something about that? I honestly feel like that was a part of their role play because she said she wanted a big black baby. I did not take her seriously when she said I wanted a big black baby. It sounded like she was still in the role play. Now, Shannon Sharpe says the audio is role play. So, in the text messages is role play. So when does he decide to dictate whether it's not role play or it is role play? Either it's all role play or none of it is role play. Which one is it, Shannon? You can't just say, okay, this line she was for real, then this was role play. I don't think that she was being for real about that. You have to remember, she wanted to use protection. She kept telling him to use protection. Most girls that want to have a baby, they're going to say go raw, right? But this is a part of the lawsuit because he wanted to go raw. I think he wanted her to have this fantasy of having his big black baby because he get off being the big black man that's choking a little white girl. I mean, these are his words. He likes to play on that. And he's paying her for the experience, right?
Right.
This is an experience that he is paying for.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your thoughts about it now?
I think allegedly, but I'm not for sure. I think she might be in love with Shannon Sharpe. Cause
What
remember,
think
huh?
she's in love?
Huh?
What makes you think she's in love?
Because maybe in her eyes, maybe because he's tall. I'm not sure how tall he is or whatever, but he looked like he's tall. But maybe she attracted to him for some reason, and maybe she might be in love with him allegedly because it looked like she wants Shannon Sharpe to be her boyfriend
Oh.
and to be the father of her baby.
You know, that's interesting that you say that, April. You know why?
Mhm.
Because Shannon Sharpe is trying to describe her as a gold digger. Shannon
Mm.
Sharpe is trying to say that she just want money. It's a money grab. So for you to say she's in love with him, it paints a totally opposite picture of what Shannon Sharpe and his fan base is saying, because they're saying this is all about money and she's a gold digger. And we know that gold diggers are not in love with men.
No.
So you still feel like she's in love with them?
Mm, I don't think she not like in love. I think she in love with his money, and
April, I got your ass. You just said she was in love.
well, no, but listen, but I think she might be in love with him, but she in love with that money more because that's the reason why I think
That's
she's
not in
going with him.
love with him, April. You know that. That's she likes him because what he offers her. And remember, April, did she go to him or did he go to her, April?
I think allegedly he went to her.
He did go to her. She turned him
Mm-hmm.
down a few times and he kept knocking at her door because he
Mm-hmm.
had fantasies of her and he had to have it. And he knows he got all this money, all this access. Who is really going to turn him down? And when you say no, April, it just turned him on. He just going to keep on trying and trying because he going to be like, okay. And I think Shannon is used to, and he knows he's not attractive, but he knows he have money and that's his power. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
when they big, you know, they're unattractive, they still confidence because they know they have something that women want, which is access to their money.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right. Well, just hold on right there. Mitch, talk to me.
Yes, I think this is a case of no meant yes until no meant no. I feel as though the girl definitely was there for the money, and then she saw an opportunity to make the big money, and that's where we're at now with her trying to get the big money and saying that none of this was consensual, and I believe it was.
Mm.
It has nothing to do with love to me.
Well, I think it's hard to cipher that when she said no. It doesn't matter if we're playing a game and if I say no, I really mean yes. No, that's not how law works. When you say no, you mean no. You better come up with a different name or something because no.
Actually, when it comes to sadism, masochism, no doesn't mean no. They have another safe word. Like that's what I know about the. Hi, I love you, Gigi. By the way,
Hey,
um,
girl, love you too.
hi everybody.
I'm understanding that community
Hi.
when it comes to the laws, the government. I
Oh,
don't think stadium, whatever that is the law
SDM
of the government.
word.
But
But
you're saying in the sadist realm, that's what he's into, sadism.
allegedly,
Okay.
they
So go ahead
claim.
and tell us your point of view.
Well, I don't know if y'all tapped on. I think you might have mentioned the Shaq thing already, but
Just
that,
talk about it again, girl. You got it.
girl, oh my God. Okay. Well, first of all, I don't know if y'all know this, but in LA, everybody knows Shaq is on the sheriff's department. Did y'all know Shaq was a sheriff?
I didn't know it.
Girl, yes,
I didn't know that neither.
he been a sheriff for like 20 something years. I used to work in Watts and he would come to certain events and he would dress as a sheriff. And they said they gave him a special sheriff's permit or license. And He used to walk around very proud to be a part of the sheriff's department. So, boom on that. Then, did y'all hear about he has some ex gangbanger as his like muscle? Did y'all hear about that? Okay,
I
so
believe it. But
okay,
go
so Gigi,
tell it.
if you're able to Google or whatever, it's in the it was on CBS, like the newspaper. It was very legit. What happened was he had this ex gangbanger working for him, like allegedly doing like unalives and stuff for him and beat ups and stuff. And when they fell out, there was a lawsuit. You could Google 2011. This ex so-called muscle bodyguard, whatever, told all his tea, and they tried to cover it up. They tried to cover it up real good. They said he had got some girl pregnant and she didn't want to get an AB, you know what I'm saying? Had her allegedly. Then the ex gangbanger said Shaq had told him to unalive this other gangbanger that had disrespected him in front of Shawnee. And then they said he had told the ex gangbanger dude, his last name is Ross, to break the arm of another NBA player so he wouldn't have a good arm to shoot. And they say he's act nice in public, but he ain't nice. He is bad. Like he is like a shady dude. Now, this y'all can Google this too. I watched this myself tonight. Aiden Ross and Shaq have an issue, and they have a clip on Twitter, X, Instagram, whatever, where I saw it. You see Shaq mouthing to Aiden, "I will ill you." He said it twice, and then he did the slashing of the neck thing twice. Go watch it, Glam Girl ATL. I'm not making none of this up.
I believe in you. Just keep on telling. This is the messy sweet.
And then, bro, I'm not okay. So yes, Glam Girl ATL. Google it. Google this, y'all. I'm not making it up. Right? Type in ex gangbanger bodyguard sues Shaq and see what comes up. In 2011, he sued him. Don't know what happened with that though. They cleaned that up. And then in 2008, this bodyguard dude was like suing him or whatever. So allegedly, and then they taking it all the way back to Kobe, y'all. Did y'all hear? Allegedly, they about to reopen the whole Kobe situation because they connected LeBron and Shaq to that now. They re-digging up stuff, y'all. And it's funny, that Puffy thing is only a week away, y'all. It's a week away. And I was just telling my mama tonight that watch how many people die in the next week. And boom, look what happened. Phil Robinson died today, whatever, allegedly of cancer. That's a lie. And then the little lady who was, allegedly with Prince Andrew, who was at the Diddy parties too, honey. Yes. She committed alleged suicide, aside there, you know what I'm saying? So that's what the tea is, honey. I've been waiting to get on GG and tell a little bit of that.
Keep telling, girl. Keep telling.
Okay, and then, but yeah, really and truly though, they claiming they may open up a reinvestigation of the Kobe thing because now they're seeing I don't know if Puffy snitching, Diddy snitching or whatever, but why all of a sudden they bringing up Shaq? You feel me? And that thing he said to Aiden Ross with the whole, when you do the finger with the slice in the neck thing, and he threatened Aiden Ross on camera, y'all. That was stupid. That just happened like a week or two ago. Go Google, y'all. Go Google. And then what else? So as for the lady who allegedly, supposedly unalived herself today or yesterday, she had 3 small children. She ain't doing that. Then they showing pictures. Y'all can Google this too. They showing pictures of her looking beat up or something. They claiming those are the unalive pictures, but 2 weeks ago she was in a car accident, and I think she posted those pictures, but they saying that she didn't mean to post that, something like that. But she was in a serious car accident. This is in Australia, y'all, and they saying that the popo was saying it wasn't that serious or whatever. They trying to cover it up allegedly. And did y'all know Prince Andrew paid that girl off, although he claims he's innocent? But everybody's seen those pictures of him with that girl when she was 17. You're not Googling nothing. Whatever. I'm not like making none of this up. Okay.
Forth with them. Keep telling the tea because
I'm blonde-haired girl. Y'all Googling the girl who got paid off from Prince Andrew. She died today or yesterday, y'all. I ain't making this up.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
I don't want to
Why
interrupt.
would I waste my dear love of my YouTube
Miss,
life,
don't-
Gigi's time?
Yeah, that people gonna say that. You can't pay them too much no mind.
Okay.
Just continue, just stay
Okay,
focused.
thank you. I just
But,
wanted to get
okay,
all this out.
well, let's talk about a little bit of some stuff that you just.
Virginia Guffrey. Thank you, Topaz
Yes.
DB. Virginia Guffrey
Miss
is her
Karen,
name.
what do you have to say?
Okay.
Well, hey everybody, and Gigi, you look beautiful tonight. I'm a
Thank
big fan, been watching you for a long time. But I've been following all the stories you've been doing, but I did see the news about Victoria, and I followed that story when she broke out. She went to 60 Minutes, I believe, and it was 2019, and that's when she broke the story, and she was the number one first whistleblower on this, and she had the picture with Prince. Which prince was it? Prince Andrew. So she's in the picture with him. You can just find that anywhere. She's
I
standing
saw
beside
that.
him.
Yep.
Right. And then he went on 60 Minutes also and tried to deny the picture. The picture was proven by the feds that it's.
Are you there?
Sorry, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now. And
Okay,
Deep
okay.
TV, he wasn't joking. Aiden Ross was cracking like jokes that Shaq didn't like
Yep.
on his show. So it wasn't jokes.
Yep.
And Boss
And
Dog, you can go look it up your dang on self. Anyway, sorry.
yeah, no, you're right. And she was in a car accident a couple of weeks ago. Those pictures that have been exposed, she was in a hospital bed, and it looks like they're old pictures from that time. She didn't unalive herself because she had tweeted prior to this happening, but I think it's 2 months. I have to go back on that tweet and look at the date. She said she's not feeling that way because she's not that type of a person. You know, that S word, right? She ain't that type of a person to do that. And then next
Right.
thing you know, they find her in her farm in Australia. No, it ain't right. She's
And she
41.
just got that money from Prince
She
Andrew.
just got that money. That's what I was just about to say, that she just got her
Allegedly.
money and they took her out. She's a mother, and a mother would never do that, speaking as a mother.
And not just the mother. She said those children was the love of her life. Like she really loved
Absolutely.
her
And
children.
absolutely. She started what I believe it's called SOAR, SOAR. I'm just looking up this article right now on
Right.
PBS.
Yep.
Yeah, and she fought for children and young women and children that were being, brought around the world and doing certain things, right? Just to keep this clean, the T word, right? And so she put a lot out there, and she just had got her money, and they just had taken her out allegedly, because
And
you
you
know what
know
I'm
they
saying?
ain't gonna just do it all of a sudden. It ain't gonna be like,
Oh, come on. They staged that accident. They staged it
you
all.
got it. You already know it.
Allegedly.
But it's in the news, y'all. It's on USA Today. It's on CBS
It's
News.
on I've seen
It's
it today
all
on
over. It's not
everywhere.
nobody making it up. And as back to Shaq. Shaq is so comfortable with, just like Puffy thought he was untouchable, just like JC thinks he's untouchable. All these people with this stupid ass money and then these fraternities and stuff, they think they're untouchable. So Shaq, even though he did know he was on camera, he still did that. That don't mean he wasn't joking, man. And he was mad at Aiden Ross. Why would he? He wasn't ha 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 tee hee. Even the guys sitting next to him in the Miss Gigi, if you decide to look that up, it's you could just Google in like Aiden Ross, Shaq, or something like that. You can see the clip. It's all over the place. It's on and I wouldn't even waste time lying about that. So whatever. Shaq is very comfortable with these folks, quote unquote. He thinks he's in, you know what I mean? They're all Masons and he's a Q dog and all that. So he thinks he's they comfortable, but if I'm just gonna say, just keep watching. Diddy Puffy telling all kinds of business. Okay, he's telling all kinds of tea. And watch how many people die like flies this week that was around Puffy for the next 8 days till that court case. Peep it out. Phil Robinson didn't have no cancer. He didn't have cancer. Now he got cancer. Get out of here.
Well, keep talking, Miss Show and Miss Cannon. Y'all doing good. I'm listening.
So they can be as comfortable as they want, but at the end of the day, the Most High Creator is the ultimate. So just like Cat Williams said, it's just a matter of time. Everything is going to be revealed, period, because this is a cleanup. Just like they said, the Pope died symbolically like he was a spiritual sacrifice. Some people feel allegedly, because they say he's gonna be the last pope, right? Did y'all hear about that? They say he's gonna be the last pope, allegedly.
That's another topic.
Okay, I'm not trying to get off topic, but the point is, they say it's a reset. They say there's a big reset happening, and all of this stuff is happening.
Girl, talk about it. That's the last pope. I do feel like that's the last pope, and I feel like they have to replace him or do something more extreme to erase what he did. It's almost like in America, they're going to erase everything Biden and Obama did to do the reset.
Word. And not to be, Miss Gigi, you have covered plenty of this stuff a lot of times, so I think you understand. All of them people is friends, Puffies and thems and Shaqs and all them. They all party together. They all in fraternities and stuff. So they all allegedly have had a body or 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, they all got bodies under them. They ain't innocent or clean. They about that killed like, sorry.
Yeah, it's the mafia. I mean, they always looked up to the mafia in the music, in the Black culture. They want to be thugs, so it's no surprise they want power.
Right. Biggie's mama passed. Who else? Irv Gotti passed.
Angie Stone passed.
Outkast dude, the producer passed. DJ Clark Kent passed. You know what I'm saying? These are so-called lower level types. They're not the ones in the press all the time, but they were all at them parties allegedly. Hey, where there's smoke, there is fire. So that's all I got to say on that. You know what I'm saying? You said May 15th. It got pushed back to May 15th. Okay, maybe, but I don't know. I thought it was still May 5th. But
I didn't push back too.
It is nervous. I don't want to. I wouldn't be on my shit. I love coming over here, sharing and talking with you, and I haven't done that in a good minute. But I appreciate you here. I be checking in. I just don't always type in the chat. I need to send you some money, Pink Lips. I need to send you some money, girl. Yes, I will be doing that.
Money too.
It'll be happening within the next 24 hours. But I hope all of them get busted. I hope the young Dolph people tell the tea of who told them to do it. Mo 3 is coming out, right? Who else? The Nipsey situation is popping. What, Big U is finally getting his?
So they said it's still scheduled for May 5th on the website or online.
Yeah, they was trying to get it pushed back, but they said no.
Mm-hmm.
And that Angie Stone thing, thank you for covering that as much as you did. I'm very sad about that. And I hope
Gigi.
Yeah, okay,
Hey, Gigi.
Yes.
I was agreeing with the lady. The lady that said when Cat Williams was on Shannon Sharpe, and he also said that I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think he said 2024 and 2025. That's when all the lies, all truth was gonna be coming out, and it's happening now.
It's happening since he said it.
Yeah.
Since he said it, so I don't know if he's just like an alarmist or a prophet, or if he in with the feds and he knows what's up.
I think that he's in with the higher ups on the clear side. History shows us on the clear side, whenever they come into power, they have, Black people that works for them, that send out messages. Okay. So you're going to see a split. And you guys know this, and I'm sure you know this, Miss Show. I guess like the Black fraternities, I was just looking at a clip. Do you guys want me to try to pull it back up so I can show y'all?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, keep talking. I'm going to try to pull it up, and I hope I don't get in trouble for sharing it. Keep talking.
Well, supposedly this whole thing with Shaq is coming back up because they're saying I heard this audio recording that somebody recorded of Shaq trying to say he wanted to get dirt.
I got it. You ready?
Yeah, he wanted to get dirt on he wanted to get some dirt on
Shannon. Thank you for donating $3. Okay, listen to this, y'all. And I think they're doing it with certain Black people in the entertainment now that it's flipped, because one way was going one way, now it's going another way. So I think that's Cat Williams, and they're going to try to exit out Tyler Perry and replace him with Cat Williams. And Monique, that's on their team too. And I think they're working with the higher ups, because in order to be pushed out here, you're going to have to work with some higher ups. All right. So let's look at this.
They just found new ways to own us. In 1712, they created the house Negro, not to be free, but to keep the rest of us in chains. He ate what the master ate, wore what the master wore, and loved the plantation because he got to sleep in the big house.
Their loyalty wasn't to us. It was to power, to whiteness.
Did you hear? These black people, loyalty is not to us. A lot of black people, loyalty is to power. It's to whiteness.
But they use color, they use race to get funding from the clear folk. You feel me?
Black people.
Yeah.
But let's go. All black people is not for you. That's all, that's the point. But let's go.
Rival at our expense. By the 1900s, they gave them a new name, the Black Boule.
They handpicked scholars, preachers, activists, gave them titles, degrees, and a seat at the table, as long as they never flipped the table. Then came the 1940s.
They'll see you at the table as long as you flip the table. Now, someone says that Cat Williams is not working with them. I disagree, because it's like this. Okay, so you got white people right here, white people right there. They fight against each other. White people have fought against each other from the beginning of time. This is just what they do. Okay, so they have their blacks that they working with, and then these whites have their blacks that they working with. If this white at the top, then they're going to work with their blacks. This white at the top, they're going to be working with their blacks, okay? And Cat Williams, he just opened up the studio. They're not going to allow him just to open up and get big unless they putting stuff behind him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. It's just like football. You see, the white companies got to pick you in order for you to play. They're not going to allow you to play on their field if you're not working for that one or that one. You're going to have to work for somebody. They're just not going to allow you to be a free agent doing what you want to do. It's not happening in the world. This is their world. So, but they want it to come off like they're independent. That, of course, that's the play. Shit, because it's all to trick you. Okay, that's just my belief.
Adding on, the HBCUs were invented for them to pick the select ones to work in their behalf. You know what I'm saying? Like the HBCUs were founded by them. And what I've learned, having been in the television and film and music industry, is they only really hire people who went to HBCUs, and more specifically, who are in sororities and fraternities. How do I know? Because every time I try to apply for some type of production type gig, that was one of the main things they was curious to know, if I was in a sorority, fraternity, or if I went to Spelman or Howard or Hampton and stuff. And unfortunately, I was kind of friends with the tiny hat children folk people. So I got in that way. But the Black Hollywood, man, they're very cliquey, man. They only
like the Boulets, they're cliquey too. And everything is more.
They're the same people. The fraternity, sororities, Masons.
It's all about
they all the same.
Proximity to who you know.
And how you know them.
To be like inclusive,
Yeah. The Jack and Jill, like. Right.
Everybody that they want to. If you're an enemy of one, you're going to be an enemy at all, so you really going to have to bow down and kiss the ring. You can't just be independent. And they're closing in ranks. I've been hearing a lot about the alt-white. Do y'all know what that is? The alt-white?
Yeah.
They're saying the K's have rebranded. Okay.
Yes,
they dress differently. They look differently. They are controlling social media. They have so many podcasters, Pee-wee TV, whatever, that is a part of it. And they're like, they really are structured. Like Black people, we up here listen to rap and we beefing with each other. But they say this is what I'm hearing. That it's not all about white people, because a lot of Black people, they think, they just want to get white birth rates up. They're saying, this is what I'm hearing, they just want intelligence. So it's starting to be a division between classism, intelligentism. They're looking at genes. If you have intelligent genes, or if you have a certain type of genes, then that is their type of language to signal that you are special, that we need to look at you and push you forth, because that is how they're doing it. If you're trash and they look at you as a dummy and you don't have any talent, they look at you as a casualty. Who cares? And then I've been hearing that like in the war and the army and stuff, that they are doing some stuff. Like I heard that if you have bumps on your face, like from hair bumps, and most black men have that, they're saying you can't be a part of the army and stuff. And a lot of people see that as a good thing, but I don't see that as a good thing, because if you don't understand the play they're doing, they're making it all white. And when they come all out white and they have these secrets and these missions, who you think they're going to target?
Hello.
Your ass. And you ain't going to have no insiders in. You don't see the play. All you looking like, ooh, well, I'm glad my son going to stay right here at home. Okay. Doing what? Y'all don't got no plan. Y'all don't have no structure. You just out here gagging, and they're going to put that fentanyl back in the community. Okay. And they're going to have hell ass. And he already talking about drugs making it the death penalty. And you know how he's just throwing people back into these different countries, even if they didn't break no laws and they're United States citizen. Who's to say, just like how Shaq is setting up Shannon Sharpe, just like how Diddy is setting up all these people, if they target you, they can put some drugs in your stuff and say, well, no, you're a seller. We have it here. Somebody can plant all that in there and they catch you, and then you're going to have a death penalty because you've been targeted. So y'all better wake up. But see, y'all don't see the play for real.
They're
So
also
they're going to get whatever they want, and they're going to dictate every move.
They're also bringing back, what's that called when they just make you get in the military? What's that called? Oh my God, I can't think of the name, but they're bringing that back.
The alt-right took over the government. You right, and that's what they're playing, the alt-right. Okay? Whew, I tell you.
The
All
draft.
Right.
Thank you, Refined Queen. The draft.
I'll play a little bit more.
They bring in the draft back.
Actors, singers, athletes, dancers, all sold the same line. You're special, you're chosen. Just entertain and keep the rest of them asleep.
And it worked.
You heard them. You're chosen. The black people, you chose. Just entertain and keep us asleep. And I think they're doing a good job keeping us asleep.
The House Negro wears designer, drives foreign, signs NDAs and million-dollar contracts.
They're told, if black folks get free, you lose the bag.
If black folks get freed, if black folks get the freedom, then they lose their bag.
Evolution. It's a polished plantation run by faces that look just like yours.
A polished plantation run by faces that look just like yours.
We stay dropping knowledge bombs.
Ooh, did y'all like that? Press 1 if y'all like that, or press 7 if you offended.
Okay. Manchurian Candidate, y'all. Manchurian Candidate.
Y'all want to see another video I came across?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. I thought it was kind of awkward. I'm not going to play all of it, but honey, what do y'all think about this? Look at this. Do y'all see this? Look.
My lord.
Do y'all see this?
Are you what?
Huh? Do y'all see this?
Yeah.
Do you do y'all see what's going on?
Yes.
This is religion. All these black men against the white Jesus.
They love Jesus.
What do y'all think about that?
I will tell you though, in Poland and Eastern Europe, they have black Madonnas though. So it was like the Black Mary had a white Jesus baby, y'all. So that's how I look at it. In Poland, the Pope went to Eastern Europe. That Pope that just passed, he kissed the feet of these 2 African women. Okay. I saw it myself. And I've also seen the art, the visual art they have of Madonna, the Black Madonna, all through Europe and in Mexico. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Jesus be white, but Mary was black. So what? You know what I'm saying? In Africa, they push the white Jesus. In Europe, they push a Black Mary.
I'm not kissing nothing. I tell you that. I do not believe that if I kiss that thing, I'm going to get blessed. that is for people to believe. I don't believe if I kiss that thing, it's going, I'm not putting my lips on that. It might be a curse. But look at here. And then you don't know who, if they have, what if they got bumps? You know, their lip and they kissing that, then you got kiss. Hell no. Okay, so y'all want to see one more thing?
Yes.
This might offend y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. Okay, so hold on to your pearls. This might offend some of y'all. Okay. All right, let me see. Look, they talking about King James. Look what she said about King James from the Bible.
Picture of the man who wrote the King James version of the Bible, or at least he's given the credit.
I was there when she did this. When this lady spoke, I was there. I was there. That's at the Good Life Cafe in LA.
Can I play it?
Sorry.
In fact, it was King James who threw slavery into high gear. In fact, it was the slaves were brought to Jamestown. They named, in 1619, they named the place where they brought the first slaves after King James, the Bible man. Okay, so we have to start really looking at these things. Of course, King James dealt very, very highly in witchcraft. Most of us are familiar with his book, the Bible, but how many are you familiar with his other book? Is there anybody in here familiar with his other book? He also wrote a book on witchcraft. And this is a library book, so I didn't write it or anything, but you can send the pictures back up here because I need to keep them together. Thank you. Oh, okay, send them around this way. This is a picture, this is a copy of King James's book on witchcraft. Particular book on witchcraft, he deals with the art of imitation. See, the media is all about imitation. Children were often the victims of witches. So we have here, now these are not Black people on this picture. These are Europeans. And they are doing their sacrificing children. You will see a nun kneeling, and you will see, but they're kneeling at the behind of a goat. This is a.
All right. Well, that's just a little bit. Listen, I was like, what? So I was like, man, so I'm sorry if I offended y'all by playing that. What are y'all thoughts about that? Or Miss Show, you said you were there?
Tamiko, yeah, my name's Tamiko.
Tamiko.
I was there.
Tamiko.
That sister broke so much knowledge. So at the Good Life Cafe in Los Angeles is where this lady was speaking. And how do I know? Because I remember that lecture, and that giraffe in the back is I just know that's the Good Life. And that's where, we used to go to do rapping on Thursdays or whatever. They did a whole documentary on all the rappers from that called This Is the Life. But anyway, she was building, and she told a bunch of stuff. She told us about like when people try to tell you negative things, you're supposed to say stuff like, I cleanse and purify that matter so you don't get the bad energy. She also told us about spells. Like that's where I learned about, like I teach school. So I was telling the kids about spelling words, right? Like the whole notion of a spelling word is because the word spell is in there, words and spells. And she goes into all that. But I don't remember her name. I've been wanting to see her for years. So I'm just tripping that you found that.
Well, hey,
it's not cap. Okay, I don't have to lie.
It hit. Don't go back and forth with them.
Okay,
but it came to my algorithm. I don't know why, but I just get stuff in my algorithm. So there it is. Okay, but I just want to say thank you, Tamiko.
Yes, ma'am.
How do I say that name again?
My name's Japanese. It's the Tamiko show.
Tamiko. I'd be shying away from that name. Tamiko.
You have helped me so many nights, Gigi. When I was going through my divorce, I would watch your show late at night, and you would just help me get through every night. So I'm very thankful and appreciate you. You did give me a wrench at one time, but it's been a minute. But
I love that. It has been a minute because
I'll be back more.
I went off and I started to talk about different stuff, and I left this algorithm. So now it's like I'm trying to go. I'm still trying to figure out what algorithm I want to stay in. I was just in the Angie Stone algorithm. I'm coming out of that. So I'm finding a new home algorithm, and that's how YouTube plays. Like I can have a lot of subscribers, but my videos are not going to go to my subscribers if they feel like they're not interested in that type of subject. So and then the algorithm, it always changes. So it is what it is. But hopefully I can reach my fan base that, really are here for me. I appreciate you.
Yes.
All right.
Can I tell you this real quick and I'll cut off? I'll get off.
Yeah.
Gigi, I've been watching 4 or 5 different podcasts and they each mention you.
Hold on, why?
Paperwork Party mentioned you.
Oh my God.
Yesterday
Okay.
and the day before that.
And who else is mentioning me?
Storm Monroe mentioned you.
Storm Monroe
mentioned you, Gigi.
Hold on, Storm Monroe.
And who else? There was 2 more. No. But those are my favorite ones to watch now and again, aside from you. But your name has been popping around. Okay.
Because I sure ain't been mentioning nobody.
No, but they've been watching your show and they've been getting
information. But I have
because you was on the Angie Stone thing. I think it was that.
Have I mentioned anybody? I haven't mentioned nobody. I don't mention people.
And then they was trying to bring up your private business, and somebody shut it down and said you ain't never. They said I saw it in the chat. It said Gigi ain't never ran from her personal business. Whatever. I don't want to repeat that.
But do you notice I never mentioned people's name?
Yes, ma'am. I wasn't going to, but I wanted you to know.
I want you guys to realize that I never say no YouTuber's name unless I really like them. Other than that, I don't say it. Okay. But appreciate you, baby. Okay.
Mwah. Love you.
Mwah. All right. Any last?
Bye, y'all.
Miss April.
Huh? Yes, I want to say one more thing. The lady you just showed, Gigi, about the King James. Do I have enough time to talk? Cause I don't want to hold anybody up. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I was brought up like in a church, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not ready. I don't feel like comfortable because I remember when I was younger, right? It was this like this old lady, but she was an elderly lady, but she deceased now. She tried to force me like to get the Holy Ghost because I had read something about that Holy Ghost. I learned that the Holy Ghost, that's like witchcraft. I don't know. Have y'all learned about that? Because I don't feel comfortable being filled with that Holy Ghost,
Yeah, they shouldn't have to force that on you. I have heard people say that in the speakers in tongues, but they do try to brainwash and groom you into that when you're little. They want that to be a part of your tradition. So yeah, but I'm glad that you stood your ground and you did not conform, because oftentimes these big groups, they want you to conform. And if you do not conform, and if you do not sell your soul to them, then they will shame you. And they will try to make you fearful and say this is going to happen because you're not selling out and you're not conforming to what they want you to believe in. So I'm glad that you stuck to your truth and you stayed.
Yeah, and I also want to say one more thing. I had to pretend. I had to because I was like a teenager like then, and I had to pretend I had the Holy Ghost, knowing I did not have the Holy Ghost, in order to get that elderly lady to stop the forcing it to me. But I know it wasn't God putting that Holy Ghost in me.
Yeah, it wasn't God, because when you pretended to have it, did she sense that you were pretending, or she just accepted it?
I really, because back then I was so young, so I really couldn't tell. Because she was like pushing me like on the floor. Because you know how that is when when you get prayed over to the altar. You know how they force you and they like push you on the floor and stuff like that. And yeah, but I couldn't tell. But I know I did not have that Holy Ghost. I know that for sure.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that, April. And you guys, let's get the likes up. Come on. Let's get these likes up, especially if y'all want us to grow. And Moxie, I apologize. I have to do a cleaning, Miss Moxie. I had to take all the moderators off and I had to redo it because somebody blocked a YouTuber that always come over here and he always support me. That is Make It Make Sense. He always support my channel. Shout out to all the YouTubers that support me for real. Okay. He's a huge YouTuber with a promising future. Somebody blocked him and pissed me off. So I took off everybody and I said, I just need to start over. All right. Mitch, what are your last words?
My last words are I'm actually more concerned about the last thing that you showed. It showed up in your algorithm because a lot of people are trying to figure out what is all of this about and like what are we actually fighting and what war are we actually fighting. And so it's crazy because I was just having a long conversation and going down the rabbit hole of religion and beliefs and stuffs. And the Europeans, they have a form of a sorcery called the Gosha. And I just want everybody just to look that up when they have free time. Is Goetia, and it's a form of European sorcery associated with witchcraft. And it originated from the Greek word meaning goes, which refers to the diviners and the magicians. And so it's a whole bunch of stuff. And then, like the Bible says, that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits and principalities in high places. And so it's a whole different fight going on right now in the for cosmic order and when it pertains to spirits and gods fighting against other gods for souls of humanity and things like that. So I'm like really concerned about that last one. And I just want everybody to do their due diligence and research. And I'm glad and I'm so happy that you brought that up because that is really what's going on. And I'm just so glad that you brought that up.
All right. Somebody said, why did they block Make It Make Sense? I'm not sure, but I think possibly I had a wrong date on my title. And he was letting me know I had the wrong date. Maybe someone felt some type of way, but he was just telling me the truth. And he never, have disrespected me. He've always supported me, giving me cash apps, always support my channel. And I appreciate that because he don't have to, but he does. And it's genuine. All right. So I got mad. I said, everybody get off. You don't do that to make it make sense over here. God damn it. Hell. I don't got that many friends on YouTube as it is. I mean, he ain't my friend, but a supporter. Hell. So it wasn't nothing at all.
How many moderators does YouTube give you?
How many you want? It don't matter.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I mean, I really don't know, I don't know if it's a limit or not. But thank you so much, Mitch.
You're welcome.
Love you so much. All right, y'all. And I want to know this. I need to talk to you guys. I need you guys to hit my DMs, emails. What topics you guys want me to talk about? Can I be honest with y'all? Sometimes I'll be ready to tape, but I'll be like, damn, I don't even know what I want to hit them with. I don't even know what I want to talk about. You know what I mean? So I feel like I need some more direction because I don't want to hit you with a topic. And then I'll be thinking, okay, this is popular right now. Y'all probably going to like it. So I'm going to hit you with it. Then y'all don't even bite it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not at a place right now with my YouTube channel where I can just do what I want to do. Because in the past, I have not showed up on this YouTube channel. Pretty much, I just be doing commentary, but I have not put myself in it. And I've just been doing commentary that trends, but it's a different effect and it's a different feeling when you put yourself in it and people get accustomed to who you are. Then that's when you can do whatever random stuff you like to do and people will like it because you have put out things that you like. So it becomes the things that you like, most likely they're going to like. But in the past, recent, I have not been doing that. I just been pushing out shit that I see is popping. Okay. I'm like, that's popping. Come on, let's talk about that. Okay. Not necessarily. I really, 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 got my mind on it. But hey, just like that Diddy, hey, everybody talk about it. I'm going to put my mouth on it. And you guys, hopefully you enjoy it. But when I close this thing off, I don't think about Diddy. Okay. Don't talk to me about Diddy after this is done with. Okay. Did you know about Storm? He was there. Not a storm. Woo, use wisdom. I don't want to get involved with that. They have their own group. They got their own stuff going on. I'm not in no group. I'm solo dolo, and that's how I'm going to remain. So please don't ask me any questions about different groups because I'm not in it. Do you understand? I don't know nothing and I don't want to know nothing. I'm not going to involve myself in shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. Amen. All right. So, G girl, talk to me from Richmond. G girl, are you there? All right, I'm going to pull you down. Okay. Hold up. This was messy. Let me tell you something. This is called the messy sweet spot. It's messy and some sweet, but you have yet to notice me go back and forth with any YouTuber. I've been on this thing for a long time. You can't come up with a video where I'm on here talking crap about anybody in my personal life or on YouTube life. Never. I'm not messy in a personal sense. I'm messy when it comes to fun, commentary. Girl, let me tell y'all what's going on out here in these streets, honey. It's about to get messy. But when it get really dark, honey, that's not me. I got to stick to my rivers and lakes that I'm used to. Okay? So no, I'm not that. I'm not a person that I see stuff is really going on and I'm going to mix it up to get more messy and I'm trying to get involved to get views. I don't give a damn about all that. Okay? I want my peace and I want to be left alone. I want to be left alone. And that's that on that. Okay? Thank you for being a loyal fan. Press 2 if you're a loyal fan. Where my loyal fans at? Okay? I need to get back to my loyal fans. Because I have not seen my loyal fans in a long time, so I have to get back in my algorithm of my loyal fans. And, things have changed and grown. My loyal fans ain't I got to get a new loyal fans. Hell, you know what I mean? Ooh, I remember when I was in the algorithm of Cynthia G and Yandy. Okay, I remember that algorithm. I had a good time in the algorithm. Do you guys remember that algorithm I was in? It was Yandy, Cynthia G, and it was some other people algorithm I was in. Paris Milan. Do you guys remember her? Who else? Chrissy. I was in her algorithm, Yeah, those was the days. I have been in so many different algorithms and people's algorithms. Okay, so we'll just have to see. When I was in the Diddy stuff, I was in Tisa Tales' algorithm. I was in her algorithm because Tisa Tales is Diddy algorithm is Tisa Tales, the Ticket TV. This other guy, I forgot his name, but they're very heavy in that algorithm, So yeah, we would just have to see. I've been watching for 5 or 6 years. I know that's right. Yeah. That's what's up. I appreciate you all. Okay, we need some more tools, but I appreciate we got to grow. So what are some good topics that you think I should cover tomorrow? All right. What else is outside going on? And I noticed you guys prefer me to talk more about like Diddy situations, right? Let's do a little vote real quick. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1 is gonna be for Diddy stories. Do you like when I cover Diddy stories? Do you want me to go back covering Diddy stories? Press 1. Press 2 if you want me to cover more like female hip hop drama, the Zeus Network, that type of drama. 2. I used to cover female hip hop, but I've never really got into the baddie stuff. I could, but I've never got into it. But 2, if you think I should try to go into that direction. 3, if you think I should go into the personal stories. I mean, it was a time where all of my content was more so about me. And I used to do a lot of personal stories and stuff of that nature. I haven't done that in so long. 3 personal stories. And then 4 is crime stories, where I talk about like crime stories that's going on, currently, in the past, people taking out, DV, stuff like that, just covering a lot of crime stories. Okay. Comment, let me know. I need y'all to pick some numbers. Okay. So, King, you don't want me to cover the crime stories? Okay. Can't say all. Ooh. But when I do all, it's sometimes I feel like the algorithm have a hard time to place me. The algorithm, it likes me to stick to a topic and it likes to drive me there. I can try, and maybe I just have to keep on trying to hit all of them. But sometimes I feel like I'm fighting this goddamn algorithm. They're like, which way you want to go? You want to go left or right, up or down? Which way we go? Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So you guys want me to bring the Diddy back? I'm seeing a lot of Diddies. They say a lot of one. Okay, we're going back to the Diddies. Do hot topics. Okay. Kimmy, hot topics. What is that? Okay, just a random of trendy topics. Okay, but I understand it's important too. Hit us with the switch up. All right. Well, I'm going to try to do a bag of tricks and see how that works. Okay. We will try to do a bag of tricks because I think it's some commentaries. So, what are some YouTubers that you think do a good bag of tricks where they talk about all of it? They talk about Diddy stuff. They talk about their personal life. They talk about the hip hop female stuff too. And they talk about true crime stories. I don't think that, okay, the people that come to mind, Tasha K, I think she does a great job. Of course, she covers all topics. I think that she tells you guys about her personal life. She's very open and transparent with you all. I think Storm Monroe, and they used to be so close. I think he does the same thing. Lovely T, I think she's very transparent and she talks a big thing of different range of topics in political. Who else? Uh-huh. Those are the top 3 people I think about. I can't think about nobody else really. But yeah. Make it make sense. Yeah. I don't do he talk about a lot of his personal business? He seems more conservative about his personal business, but possibly. But I think he's amazing. I think he does great. And I think he have a solid fan base that love him and adore him. And I think, he's connected. He's doing amazing. You know what I mean? Carlos and Trey King. Yes. Carlos and Trey King, they focus more on true crime stories. I go to their channels often to see like what they talking about. Okay. But they cover more true crime stories. And I guess I want to get in that lane too. So I'm going to try to do all 4. Okay. I'm going to try to do the Diddy stuff, the trendy hot topics with the female stuff, some personal story stuff. Oh shit. And some crime stories. I'm going to try to do it all. I'm going to try to Mortal Kombat morph. All right. So just what they say, Sherelle's world. Okay. Gigi, when I ask personal questions, your mom be putting me on timeout. Oh, when you ask me personal questions, oh yeah, because they know I don't play that. Okay. No, but my moderators in the past, they know I've been very private. And I've did so many stories about my personal life. And sometimes people will come and have a distraction and they want to know about my personal life. And we're talking about a certain topic. And my moderators, they do that to protect me. Okay. They are my protectors. They love me so much and I love them so much. Okay. My moderators be knowing everything about me. Okay. And I wish I can get closer to my moderators too. And maybe in the future I'll be more open, but hell, it was a time on this YouTube shit where it was was it a war for me on YouTube? I had a time where shit. Y'all say people talking about me now. It didn't even compare to back in the day. Back in the day, man. I was the talk of the town. Okay. They was writing magazine articles about me. Okay. I was always trending on Twitter. I was always trending on Facebook groups. I mean, man, okay. And I didn't like that. Girl, I would go to Wendy's. And I go to Wendy's. Next thing I know, I get an alert, Lipstick Alley. Yeah, I seen her ass on Wendy's. Let me tell y'all what she ordered and who that man she was with. Look, I'm like, what? I can't even go to Wendy's in peace. I go to Walmart. People asking, can I take pictures of you? I don't want to take no damn pictures. But if I say no, then that's going to be written up on me too. It was a time where anything I would say, it was scrutinized and people would make content on what I said, you know. That's how you know when you up there in the trenches. And I was like, I don't want to be popular. I didn't want to be popular. So I did my best to dethrone my popularity. And honestly, I think I did a good job. For those that you guys know, do you guys think I did a good job with dethroning myself? And it was very intentional. Some people didn't understand that because I don't talk about it. And I just do actions. I don't talk about it. I'm just an actional person. Okay. She said Tasha K pulls out a fan now. Yeah, I love that for Tasha K. You know, I've had a beautiful relationship with Tasha K. So go ahead with the fan. You know, I support her. So yeah, I don't feel any type of way anybody using a fan. You know, I'm not like that. I'm not like that at all. I mean, it wasn't no topic. We were just talking. There was one who brought up negative, and I had to correct her. You correct that ass, okay? But honestly, you know, people that talk negative about me, I mean, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's to me, it's like I have to really care about you in order to give some fucks. Like I have to really care to even if I retaliate, if I say something back, that means I really care about you. Okay. Other than that, it's like non-factors. Who cares? You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. Okay. Let their ass talk. Long as I don't hear, long they don't come over here, I don't care. That's a beautiful response, Gigi. You have no issues about a damn fan. No, I love Tasha K. Go ahead. She's amazing. How she came here and she just dominated the space is phenomenal. Now I know she have a lot of haters. And I don't know exactly the things that she have done to people. So I'm not trying to, you know, be like, I don't care about the victims. I'm not taking no sides. I'm just saying my personal perspective, because I got to be careful with that. It's just like me up here saying, you know, Donald Trump is great. If I say Donald Trump is great, I'm gonna fan people because you know Donald Trump have done some shit to those people. So I don't want you to take my words and think I'm picking a side. I'm not picking no side. I ain't on nobody's side. I ain't nobody fucking soldier. Okay, I'm on my own lane doing my own shit. And y'all know that I ain't never been a soldier for nobody. I ain't never been a puppet. Okay. I've never teamed up with anybody out here in these streets. Okay. I don't play them games. Usually if someone talking negative, that's because they jealous of you. Well, let them be jealous, honey. Let them be jealous. Okay. You are a beautiful woman, Gigi, and we love what you do here. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you know, I'm coming a long way because it was a time that I didn't like to accept compliments. Did you guys know that? The reason why I didn't like to accept compliments because it was a time where so many people was giving me compliments and it would make other people mad. When people put me on a pedestal, it would make people so freaking mad that they just wanted to tear me down. And I was like, can y'all please stop giving me compliments? Because when y'all do this, it makes other people so mad, and they just want to take me down because they like, how can you guys love her? And I'm going to do whatever I can to destroy her name so you guys don't love her, but now I'm at a different place in my life. Give me them goddamn compliments, okay? But at a time, I couldn't do it. People call me like, I just want to say, I think you're so. I'm like, no, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. No, don't give me no compliments. I said, let's just focus on the topic. I can't take none. Okay. But I've grown and I've come a different way, so I can accept those, and I appreciate it. I really do. Okay. I remember that it would make people come for you out of jealousy. Yes. Honey, that's my life story, right? And honey, don't let me start doing the photos, because when I start to really show my light, it's just like it just sends an alarm out, right? And next thing you know, that I'm just starting to get all these stuff. My name just keep on being in the blogs, and I can't do anything to stop it. So that's another reason why I be having this old lady filter. Okay. Now, could you imagine if I pull this old lady filter out and you see how young I really look? Huh? Honey, they couldn't take it. They won't be able to take it, sweetheart. Okay? Shit. They won't be able to take it. Okay? But maybe one day. Maybe one day. Not sure. Every time I go on, like a few times I've done this, like people from my past, and they see me, they be like, oh my God, I want to show, let me call this person. Let me call them. They want to show me off to this person. Look at her, ain't she this? And I appreciate it, but I'm like, I'm not ready for that. Like, I'm not ready for that. I have lived my life so humble, so in peace, not in the limelight. And it's very peaceful here. I didn't realize I can have so much peace. I didn't realize I could be unpopular. Now, people don't see it like that, but it's my experience. This is what I experience. I go to places where I know people from my past, and I go and I buy something from their store. They don't even know. And that's the beauty of it. They ain't clock it, baby. Okay. Mind you, I've been knowing these individuals in the past. One of them, I had a whole little dating situation with them. I said, yeah, I'm getting what I want. Okay. A fresh new start. A rebirth. Okay. A rebirth in this bitch. Okay. People like, well, they're going to find out once you hear that voice. Honey, you know I can change this voice, right? Oh, you know I can change his voice. Girl, you're going to break the internet. You'll go viral. Fox will reporting on it. You know they will. And that's another thing, because they could use me for political, So, and I don't know if it's a smart thing to do, because we up in the Trump administration. Shit. Okay. I'm not sure. But we would just have to see. We would just have to let us see the real UGG. Okay. Well, see, I talk too much, right? I talk too much. But if you really care about me, Diane, you will respect my wishes, and you'll know that I do it for my protection. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And if I ever decided to go to the center stage, main stage, I feel like I have to go full throttle. And then, yeah, I mean, it's a lot to think about, honestly. Then you have to think about the way the world is going right now. I mean, we are in a transition in this country. I don't even know if social media is going to be here next year or the next 2 years. Is that the smart thing to do? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know shit. And I'm not pressed for nothing. Do I have fantasies? Like, oh my God, I'm coming out and I'm like, hey. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes I'll be like, shit. Ooh, because I love to put on. I do. I like to look good, but I do look good. In the real world, I'm always getting compliments. Okay? Shit. And I get complimented by young folks. I'm always getting compliments, So I don't have to have it online. And I don't know. It's just I'm unsure about all that shit right now. Okay. V Goddess donated $2. Did you hear what Quiet Storm daughter did? Well, V Goddess, I heard a little bit, but I don't want to involve myself in that arena, what they got going on, so let's leave that over there. That have nothing to do with Diddy, Shannon Sharpe. It don't got shit to do with me. So why am I involving myself in that? You want me to comment is involving myself on that so you can say such and such said. You ain't gonna say shit I said because I ain't gonna say the name. And I don't know nothing. Okay. And I don't want to know shit. Don't tell me shit what the other people doing. That ain't none of my business. Okay. Okay. When it comes to Trump, I cannot speak on him any further for two very important and dangerous reasons. I have to take a seat in the Trump issue and let things play out. I did vote for him. Okay, I understand that. You voted for him. I don't hate you. I'm not one of those people that be like, oh, I can't stand people that voted for Trump. I don't know. I kind of believe that if you didn't vote for him, he was still going to get in the presidency. I kind of feel that sometimes, votes are there to make you feel like you're doing something, but I feel like everything is already structured by the higher powers. And I feel like people are going to have their way. I do feel like religion powers are coming back because you guys notice it's starting to be a lot of religion political push. So you're going to, I don't know, I think they're going to start pushing religion. Okay. That's how I feel because it seemed like a lot of religion wars coming. I know the alt-right, they feel some ways about immigrants. They have a fear that immigrants is going to replace them. I keep hearing people say, you cannot replace us. You cannot replace us. They cannot stand the idea of 2050 that in the European and America that they would be the minority. They have a fear of that. They want the majority. And their thing is that everybody else is going to replace them and they're going to wash the whiteness out with everybody mixed breeding. So I feel like it is plans in play to change all that and to destroy that, and what does that look like for me? It's going to look scary for my ass. I better sit down. I'm not out here. You know what I mean? Shit. Okay. Because if I start coming out here busting out pictures and stuff, I'm putting a light on me, right? I'm putting a light and it can be fun, but at the same time, it could be very dark too, right? Especially in this climate that we in, hell. Okay. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't know. And then I talk shit. I mean, if I was to come out here, I cannot be gossiping like I'm doing. I cannot gossip. Hell, somebody gonna knock the hell out of me. You talking all that shit on the internet. Hell no, I'll be like, no, I ain't talking no shit no more. Look, we're gonna be talking about wigs and makeup, okay? Child, that's gonna humble me real quick. Okay, hell yeah. I talk my shit because hell, I got my protection. Okay. You ain't gonna see me in person, motherfucker. Okay. That's how I'm going. But it is what it is. MAGA make assholes great again. Yeah. But you know what? And people may see me as a betrayer. And I don't know. I think it is me betraying some people. And I maybe I should not tell you guys, but this is me trying to be more transparent and open with you guys. And sometimes in the past, I do have an issue with oversharing. Sometimes in the past, I do have a issue with like once I get a taste of the spotlight, I do like it. You know, I shine in the spotlight. I do like it. But I have exercised not wanting the spotlight and being humble. And I think I've done a great job. I think I've proven to everyone on this social media that I don't need to be seen in order to continue or to be somewhat successful, you know? So I shit, I tested myself and I did that. Okay. But I do like all eyes on me. Hey, I do love it, honey. Okay. But I just don't know. You know, it's been a long time for me to go into the light anyway. And if I was going to light, I still feel like I need my soldiers. You know what I mean? And right now I'm in unshaken territory. But anyway, like I was going to tell y'all too, did y'all know I had relations with MAGA people? Huh? Is that awkward or what? Right? That's horrible. Is that horrible? Press 1 if it's horrible that I have relations with MAGA people. Press 5 if it's not horrible. Okay. Yeah. How was it? Well, okay. This one guy, man, how can I explain this? Oh, the conversation, he was arrogant. He was very intelligent. He knew I was a liberal, but he didn't see me as a liberal. And I don't know if that's a play that they do. They just be playing with my mind, trying to make me feel like I'm special. Like he was like, but you're not like the other libs. You know, he used a lot of those rhetorics like Dems and leftists and stuff like that. Just in his everyday talk, that's just what he talks, you know? And he didn't see me as one of them. And I did try to provoke him. I did try to have like a debate with him. Why did I try to have a debate with him? Because I wanted to see the mega in him. You know what I mean? I wanted to see the mega in him. But he really didn't go there. He showed a lot of restraint when I tried to debate him on different topics. And why did I try to debate him on different topics? Knowing his stance and knowing my stance. I guess I wanted the challenge. Hell, I wanted to challenge him just to see, you know. But he didn't take it a heart and it was all the games. Now, when it came to getting down, when I tell you, it was better than being with a thug. I mean, I felt this, it was so dominating and masculine. It almost sounded like I'm talking about the big black Shannon, right? Oh my God. But I enjoy the feeling, how he made me feel when he was going to Pound Town. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, you know, that's just that on that. How afterwards, then what? Afterwards, he wasn't as talkative. Look, I wanted to talk more to him, okay? And he didn't want to talk much. He was doing something because he's in the government, you know, or he was playing games and stuff like that. And he was so intelligent, and I'm really attracted to intelligent people. So I love to pick their brains. And he didn't give me access to his brain anymore, you know. But I mean, I knew what to expect. I didn't expect a relationship with him or nothing like that. But it was a part of me that still wanted more. I was still curious, and not more so about the intimacy, but the mindset. I wanted to get in his mind more. I don't know what it is, but I like getting in people's minds. You know, press 1? Do you like getting in people's minds that you find intriguing? Or press 7 if you have no interest in being in a person's mind? I felt like I could just talk to him all day. I wanted to ask him so many questions. I just really wanted to get to know him in and out. You know, I don't know why, but he just turned me on like that. Okay. He said, I hushed Gigi and let Gigi have fun on her live. Hope everyone is having a good day. What were you going to say? Stock up on food, water, medication, save for a rainy day. I love a storm. Did he look good? He was very handsome. He's not a pretty boy. I don't know if I'm interested in pretty boys like that, but he looks very handsome. I cannot. I guess if I would have to paint him in a celebrity, he would be more like in a Michael B. Jordan type of look. But to me, he was more handsome than Michael B. Jordan, and he was more masculine looking than Michael B. Jordan. And to me, he carried himself more masculine than Michael B. Jordan, you know. Okay. Gigi, why most of the trade want me to top? Why most of the trade want you to top? Okay, V Goddess, how do you identify? Are you a woman? Are you a biological woman? Are you a transgender? What are you, a them, a they? V Goddess, I need some help. Okay. Because I hear women, biological women, they have straps on and they go to town. But why do they want you to top? Because they see I'm assuming, and I don't want to offend you, but they want, see, can I be honest with y'all? Okay, I am a transgender. I'm a transsexual. Let's just cut the shit out. I'm not one of them. Okay, like I'm playing, but we different. A lot. I don't have the same values and morals than every fucking transgender transsexuals out here. I'm not like everybody else. I'm different, and that's just what it is. But why do they want to get topped by you? In my mind, and I want to offend you because they want some. I can't say what I want to say because I'm afraid I'm going to offend somebody. I be thinking, and I'm not trying to offend nobody, but they want that man meat. I mean, what you call it? The she meat. They want that she meat. They want to be treated. They want to feel like a bitch. Okay. And they look at you as a masculine energy in order to do that. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Even though they're not going to say it, they're going to always deny it because they don't want to have that confirmation and they don't want to look at themselves that way. But I'm thinking when you want to do that, you know, and I don't want to judge. And right now I'm battling because I'm battling with my truth. And I know my truth is, but I know my truth is offensive to a lot of transgender people. You know, I know my truth and how I feel and my beliefs is offensive, possibly. And I'm not trying to go into no war with none of them. I don't want them to be like, yeah, she said this. Who is she to say that? You know, my truth does not align with other people. And I hope that I didn't offend you, V Goddess, you know? Okay. Shit. Y'all can't be asking me shit. This is gonna get me in trouble. Okay, T, what? You're just gorgeous. Well, one, I am just gorgeous. Okay. Two, I use a filter that ages me like 30 to 40 years older. So this is what I will look like when in 40 years, this is what I'm gonna look like. Okay. That's all it does. Now, what filter that I use, I mean, just guess it. I don't tell nothing that I do. I just don't, I'm not big on sharing. Sometimes I have overshared stories in the past, but I have limited myself about oversharing now. So I really don't share shit. So I'm not gonna share. I'm not gonna tell you. You know, you're just gonna have to find out on yourself. They see the person, the master plan, if the man won't let men or the women top them. Imagine Shannon Sharpe size asking you to eat his cheeks. That's disrespectful. That would never happen. I don't even allow a guy to feel comfortable with me to even ask me some shit like that because that's just not going to happen. You know, but then when I don't allow a guy to feel comfortable to ask me stuff, then I have this idea in my mind, you know, is he just putting on? Is he just pretending to not be into this because he knows I'm going to be not like that? So What I do now is more so I'll be like, so what are you into? If they can't answer me, what are they into? I just cut them off because I just don't be interested or playing the games. If they ask me, well, I'm into whatever, what are you into? I don't, that don't even turn me on. And I don't like pleasers. I don't like a dude that want to please me. I mean, that don't turn me on either. You know what I mean? A pleaser. I be feeling like a pleaser. He's gonna do whatever. Well, all these different people trying to please them. I don't want no damn pleaser. So, the type of guy that I like is not the majority, it's the minority. So yeah, I already know. Cut off, cut off, cut off. Now, if I'm okay with being associates. Like I had one guy, he wanted to take me out to the movies to go see Sinners. I'm not interested in him. He know I'm not interested in him. He know he can't keep me. I got another one that keep texting me and texting me and texting me. He want to take me. They know I'm not interested in them, But if I ever get bored, I tell them, I keep them, give them a hope that I will entertain you, if I get bored. But I'm never bored. And right now, I have to build my YouTube channel. I have to build my brand to be, I don't know, shit. I'm still trying to figure shit out. Ooh. For a beautiful trans or a natural biological woman of this life, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for donating $5. Okay. Oh my goodness. I bet more men on Grindr than Tinder. Okay. Well, V Goddess. Okay, stop asking all them questions, V Goddess, because I don't know what you got going on now. Shit. We about to have a whole dating situation with you. Okay. All right. Well, anything else you guys want to talk about or ask besides V Goddess? Because the questions you asking is so controversial, it gets me in trouble because it involves too many other people. All right. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. I appreciate you all. All right. Anything else got something to say? Okay. And stop asking me those type of questions, we got it. Shit. Okay. Shout out to Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Can you tell us what parts we see are real? As far as what? What are you talking about, sweetheart? Ooh. Oh, what you think? You think my breast ain't real? Huh? Okay. They fuck, everything is real. It just ages me. It just makes me look older, sweetheart. Okay. That's all it is. It just makes me look older. Everything is real. The necklace is real. The earrings is real. The hair is real. Okay. The skin, I have gray skin is real. I have no makeup on. Okay. I never have makeup on. Sometimes I have makeup on, but that's like once in a blue moon. Do you guys think I should do like a makeup tutorial? Okay, where I can put moisturizer on my face and stuff. Huh? You want me to do a good ready with me? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Are your pictures on IG filters? Are your pictures on IG filters? I look better in person than my pictures. But do I do a little light filter on my pictures? Sometimes, sure. Why not? Yeah. But it's not a filter because I use the old lady filter. Duh. Okay. So that's that. I look 30 going on 45. But go ahead, child. As long as you like how you look, it doesn't matter. All right. Well, that's that on that. Please be respectful on the count. Thank you, Lisa. That's why I love my moderators. Can I be honest with y'all? My moderators be knowing me better than I know myself. My moderators protect me more than I protect myself because they have a different perspective, and I appreciate Lisa. I appreciate Kavan, even though I cannot pronounce her name all the time. Kavan Norman, I appreciate her. I appreciate Steven. Okay, I'm shouting out my moderators that I see right now. Okay. Maxwell. Yeah. Moxie. Uh-huh. I appreciate all of you guys, even the ones that's not moderators. And Miss Show, I'll put you back on the moderators too. Gigi, how you never got caught up in the 420 scene? You are inspiration. I don't know what a 420 scene is. Is that a weed scene? I'm not sure what that is. But yeah. Uh-huh. I'm trying to think, what else can I tell you guys? Anything else I can tell you what happened to me? You guys know Mother's Day is coming up. Are you guys going to get something special for your mom? You know I am. I love my mom. My mother is everything to me. My mother is my best friend to me. She's not my best friend, but she's my best friend. Okay, I cannot talk to my mother about everything because she's very conservative and she really don't like talking about a lot of stuff. But as far as feeling like it's a safe space, yeah, I can talk to my mom about a lot of stuff. But like when it comes to, okay, I can never talk nothing about sex. That's never gonna happen, you know. Like I could talk to my father about stuff like that, you know, but my mom, hell no. Um, but yeah, she is a blessing. I don't know what I would do without her. You know, I wouldn't be the person I am without my mommy. Mothers are so special. And I don't want to offend anybody. For you guys that did not have a good relationship with your mom, I'm so sorry for that. But I had an amazing relationship with my mom. My goodness. And just to think, you know, I'm older now, and to think about, you know, when I was young, it just felt like it was yesterday. You know, just going to Blockbusters with my mom. And when I was young, I used to be really into like games and stuff. And she used to take me to Blockbusters to be in a game competition, and I would win sometimes. And when I was young, at one point I wanted to be a gamer because I was so good at games. But of course, society told me, you know, you can't make any money being a gamer. But look at society today, you know, people make tons of money to being a gamer, you know. I have an interest in joining Twitch, and I have an interest in, you know, being a gamer. I haven't really gone to it yet because I'm trying to figure out this fucking YouTube shit. I need to get stable on YouTube. I'm not stable on YouTube. My algorithms, I'll be going on this algorithm and that algorithm, and then my audience is always changing depending on what I'm talking about. I have to get with a certain audience. I have to stick to it, and I just be all over the fucking place. So I have to do better with that. You know, I got to get it the fuck together. Okay. But yeah, I almost just teared up right there. Okay. What does she think about the filters? Does she come on here? Um, no, my mom don't come on, you know, social media and stuff like that. What does she feel about the filters? She understands why I do it, and she, you know, supports me, you know, my family. They know, everybody know about the fucking filters, but they see me all the time. So it's nothing, you know. Um, you know, I don't think they have too much of a feeling about the filter. It's not like, oh my God, I can't stand you wearing that filter. They know I use a fucking filter. And they see it as a character. You know, they see I'm doing my work as a character. So they don't have nothing about that filter. Okay. That looks eat that red on you. Thank you. It's 99J. Thank you, V Goddess. See, I like when we talk about stuff like that. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't mind if you talk about other stuff. It just caught me off guard. And I have not talked too much about LGBT topics, especially when it comes to, you know, the transgenders and stuff like that. And I see some stuff on social media, and I'm like, dang, you know, because I listen to certain people and I'm like, I don't feel that way. I don't think that way. And I'd be like, my opinion and my beliefs, it would offend people, you know? I'm like, I'm just gonna shut up because I don't feel that way. You know, that's not my experience when it comes to certain things. So I just be trying to be careful because I know people will try to take the smallest thing and try to twist it up. So yeah, what's your favorite perfume? Let me tell you, Prada Paradox. I love Prada Paradox. What else do I like? I forgot the name of that, but Burberry. I forgot. It's like a little pink little bottle, but Paradox, Prada. That's my signature right there. You know, when I go home, when I leave, my little cousins, niece and nephew, oh, I can smell her. I can smell her because Prada Paradox. That's my signature. You know, that's me. You have an old soul, probably the upbringing. Yeah. My upbringing, I always told you guys, was very religious. I was raised with my mom and my father in the household. I was raised to say yes, sir, no, ma'am. If I did not say yes, sir, or no, ma'am, I will be on punishment. Okay. Um, I've always opened the doors. Okay. Shit, my past. So you know what I was. And I've always opened the doors for women. So I was raised with a lot of old school traditional values. And my parents were very strict on me with that, and they never let up. All right. There was like, we're going to instill in this to you, and you will always have that in you. Mind you, I'm opening doors, right? I'm like, please, when I grow up, I'm going to have men open the doors for me, But they didn't know that, of course. But I knew what they were giving me. It wasn't who I was, but I'm not going to argue with them because they are the parents and that's authority. And I was raised not to argue. I was raised not to talk back, not to have an opinion, not to have a voice, because my father had the mindset that kids were to listen and not talk. So I never had a voice. But I had a lot of voices in my head. So yeah, it's interesting how that is, when people be like, you do this, if you will raise your kids this way, they'll turn out to be that. I mean, I was raised one way and I'm totally not that. Now I did keep some of the values that I was raised in, but some stuff, it was never going to stick, and I knew it, but I could not talk to them about it because they just did not know who I was. And I told my parents, and you talk to them, they was like, you already told us. I told them plenty of times, you don't know who I am. You guys don't know me, And they did not know me. They knew what they wanted me to be. And I did a good job with, being the perfect child that they wanted, So that's that on that. Okay. Do you like cheese on your grits? I love cheese on my grits. I love cheese grits, and I love putting strawberry jelly in my cheese grits. I like to stir it up. Then I like to put bacon in my cheese grits with some strawberry jelly on it. And I stir that up too, and I love it. And I love eating oatmeal with bacon inside of it. I love it. Love it. Okay. Any one ever been to New Orleans? New Orleans dudes? Yeah, I've been to New Orleans before. I had a competition in New Orleans when I was young. I was a part of the debate team. So I've won awards in New Orleans when I was younger. So yeah. Yeah. You guys looking at a state champion, I've won many awards when I was younger. So I've always been a champion. And so yeah, all in high school, I've always won awards, not in sports, but for debating, So yeah. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm. A debater. I used to love to debate. I used to love going back and forth. I love it. Have you been in the ballroom culture? Those girls seems rough. I haven't been in the ballroom culture in a while, but yes, I was part of the ballroom culture. Um, Actually, the reason why I'm on social media was because of the ballroom culture. One of the leaders of a house that I participated in, they were telling me to make a presence on social media. At this time, I was not out. At this time, I was living as a heterosexual. I wasn't even out doing a gay shit. You know what I mean? Because my whole life, majority of my life has been around heterosexuals. It has not been around a lot of LGBT. Like the LGBT stuff, I go in and out, but I've never like stayed planted in the community. So I was like, you know what? That's just too much for me. Like to be on social media and then all those, gay people gonna be following me and stuff like that. And he was like, no, you should just do it. You gotta start loosening up and embrace your stuff and stuff like that. So I gave it a try. And then I got so much attention. I didn't know what to do with it. Okay. And then I didn't know what to think, but then people was putting me on this pedestal and they had all these expectations and brightness. I was like, okay. So I fed into it, and then I just started doing a lot of stuff on social media. So yeah. I missed the cookie tookie. 1, 2, 3, get off your dicks. Yeah, she passed away. Gigi, you've been on for a long time. I fell asleep, woke back up. Child, I'm about to go. Shit, I'm just sitting here talking to them, and it feel good because they asking me about me, So I'm testing the waters out, and I feel like I'm making some connections here, and I'm trying to be more transparent. I'm not trying. I think I am, and I think we're doing it in a positive way. I'm not dogging anybody out, and it feels good. So. But I am getting sleepy too. Okay. All right. Well, I love you guys. Thank you. And I appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Love you, Lisa. DJ, where you at? Where you at?